Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Elle's House of Tarot. I hope everyone's had a lovely week this week. Today, as you can tell from the title, we are going to do a karmic check-in. I thought it would be a really good follow-up to do after the no communication readings I did this week. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, I did one for each of the Zodiac signs. You can find those under the playlist, so if you want to go back and check it out, go ahead. The reason why I want to do the karmic reading is because a lot of these no communication situations do involve some sort of karmic or third party person. Of course, that is not always the case. And a karmic obstacle, of course, is not always a person. It's not always a significant other. It can be a job. It could be family members, friends, living situations, addictions, or trauma, or something like that. A karmic obstacle. But for the purpose of this reading, we are going to be treating the karmic as a person, okay? I don't do these types of readings very often. A lot of readers will not do them because they think that it's negative energy or bad juju, and I don't believe that, because karmic people, so your person's karmic is just a person, okay? That person has their own trauma, their own lessons to be learned. They're just in a bad relationship, just like your person is in a bad relationship. Sometimes the karmics are toxic, sometimes they are bad people, but you shouldn't be harboring negative energy or negative feelings towards your person's karmic, because one, that's bad for you and your soul journey. You're not going to develop spiritually if you are harboring any type of negative energy. And also, at the end of the day, it's not your person's karmic's fault that they are still in that relationship. Your person has to make the decision to remove themselves from it, okay? They're big boys and big girls. If they want to leave that relationship, they can and they will. So you don't want to be blaming the karmic for your person's inability to leave the relationship. You don't want to be harboring negative energy towards the karmic, because it's bad for your own spiritual growth. And the reason why I don't do these readings very often is because you don't want to be obsessed with what is happening in their relationship. You don't want to be constantly wondering what they're doing, if they're getting along, how things are going behind closed doors, because again, that's bad for your personal spiritual development. However, getting some insight every now and then can sometimes be helpful. So that's what I'm doing here today. All right, so after that long intro, we're just going to get some energy around the karmic situation right now, the karmic relationship. So Spirit. Also, this is a general reading, so it is not going to resonate for everyone. So make sure you're only taking the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest, okay? This is also not sign specific, and it's not time specific. All of my readings are timeless, so if you see a message and it resonates, that's when you're meant to see it. All right. Now let's get some energy around the karmic relationship. What is the overall energy of the karmic relationship right now between their person and their karmic? This may be applied to you as well, for those of you watching that are in karmic situations. Okay, so we have a win-win outcome is forecast. We have it's time to take action. And we have conclusions are within reach. Okay. I just moved the camera a different way today to see if that records better. So this is all a learning process for me as well, guys. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. And it feels like a little dark. Okay. All right. I'm going to tilt on that way. Okay. I'm figuring this out as I go, so thanks for your patience. Okay, so with the win-win outcome is forecast, it's time to take action and conclusions are within reach. So some of them are going to be wrapping up this karmic cycle. They want to get out of it. They are taking action to close it out. It feels like your person is trying to make this decision. We have a win-win outcome as forecast, and I think because everybody's going to get what they want, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. You know, going through a divorce or separation of a long-term committed relationship is very difficult, very stressful. But at the end of it, it feels like everyone's going to get what they want. Karmic's going to walk away happy. Your person is going to walk away happy. But they're feeling urged, they're feeling pushed by the universe to take action because they want to wrap this up. They want to get out of it and move on to something else here. All right, let's get some tarot. All right, I'm going to use my new deck. I bought it yesterday. I actually traded some books in for it, so we'll get it. I did some practice reads with it yesterday, but all right, so let's get some tarot here. This message was very straightforward. Usually there's a little more talking, but it's like they just want to wrap it up. That's just what it feels like. All right, so how is your person feeling towards their karmic at the moment? What is their current energy towards their karmic? What's their current energy towards their karmic? Definitely curious to see what that one is. It just popped out. Okay. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Look how pretty these cards are. We have the Seven of Coins. So pretty. And, oh, okay, we have the Ten of Coins in the reverse. What are their current feeling towards them? It's interesting. There's Pentacles here. Queen of Wands. I think they're starting to see their karmic for who they really are. Okay, the problem with the karmic is that there is an intense attraction to them and like a soul tie. So it's very hard to understand that energy because there is an attraction, there is a sense of familiarity there, but it's because you have a soul tie to them and there's karmic lessons that need to be learned. But they're recognizing who this person is. Queen of Wands in reverse is a kind of an aggressive, negative energy. Their karmic may not be aggressive, but just kind of the intensity of the connection is kind of aggressive. And they're just realizing that this connection isn't real. This person is not good for me. My karmic is a karmic. It's not a soulmate. Seven of Coins. It's interesting the Seven of Coins is a waiting card and it's underneath it's time to take action. They're like, I've been sitting around waiting for so long for this relationship to get better, for things to improve between us, and they're just not getting better. So it's time to take action. Ten of Pentacles. There's a couple messages here. Some of them are realizing if your person is like financially stable or just life is good and they have maybe a lot of materialistic things, they're realizing that they can't be happy and have long-term happiness with material things. But also with the conclusions are in reach, with this Ten of Coins here, it could be a splitting and dividing up of assets. Okay, so this is their feelings here. They're seeing them for who they really are. They've been waiting for a long time for things to change. And they're like, well, if we're going to wrap this up, we're going to need to divide up the assets here. Or I can't just be happy with materialistic things. There needs to be emotion and stuff in my life. They also could be seeing their person as greedy. That might apply to some of you. But see, with the win-win outcome is here, they're okay with dividing things up. Your person is. They almost don't even care anymore if the karmic takes or gets a lot of the things in the split. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse for how the person is feeling towards the karmic? See the Tower. Okay. And then the Fool in the reverse. Tarot never ceases to amaze me. So there could have been a specific moment where they saw, sometimes, you know, when we're around somebody a lot, we don't notice something. And there might have been something specific that the karmic did where your person was like, why am I still with them? Look at how they behave or how they're treating me. It was almost like a wake-up call of something specific that happened. If it wasn't something specific, it's just a buildup of over time, and finally something broke the camel's back, the last straw, and they realized that they can't be with them anymore. with this Fool in the reverse, there is a message of some of your people feeling foolish for staying with this person for so long, for being fooled by this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. They feel kind of embarrassed for staying in this situation for so long, because I think on the outside a lot of people could see that something wasn't quite right with the connection. But then there's also a message of them not wanting to be hasty about this, or they want to do it methodically and not on a whim. Okay, so there may have been something where there was a sudden click, I can't be with this person anymore, but they don't want to end the relationship through anger or during an argument. They just want to do it the right way, in a calm and methodical, kind of planned out way. Why is the 7 of Coins here? Yeah, I have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. There's like this, why am I still waiting for this person to change? Why am I still waiting for things to get better? Why am I still waiting for a sign? This can be overwhelmed. They might just have realized that they've spent so much time waiting that they want to take action now. But also the thought of taking action could be overwhelming them. Doesn't mean that they won't do it. It's just, ending this sort of relationship is, it's a big deal. Getting divorced or leaving somebody that you've lived with for a long time and share assets with is not an easy task. So they might be a little bit overwhelmed, which could cause a little bit of delay here. But the bigger message is that them realizing how much time they've wasted with this person is kind of overwhelming them. But it's pushing them to take action because they don't want to waste any more time. They also might be sorting out their options or trying to figure out how to do this, which could also be overwhelming. Why is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse? Talking about earlier, we have 3 of Cups. They are realizing that they cannot be happy without emotional fulfillment. Okay, I think a lot of them were thinking they could rely on Pentacles, on materialistic things, on things in the real world to keep them happy, to kind of keep the relationship going. But they're realizing that they can't do that. They want to feel joy. They want to feel excitement. They want to feel happy, either being single or with somebody. But they're like, I can't do this. Also, the dividing up of the assets, actually putting the divorce or the split or whatever into action, may be cause for celebration. And I did notice here, this is interesting, okay, we have the Knight of Swords in the upright on the bottom. I'm pointing this out because a lot of the Zodiac readings this week, there were no communication, was the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So there was like, in those readings, they were wanting to tell you, their person, about some of the things that they were doing, or the breakdown of communication was very difficult for them. And now here they are in the upright, wanting to communicate things, wanting to move things forward very quickly. So that's just very interesting. So if you didn't watch those Zodiac readings, I would definitely go back and give them a watch. I can't remember. I mean, it came up in several of the readings, that Knight of Swords in reverse. I also did last Friday the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy reads for April. And in the Divine Masculine reading, there was a sudden realization that they have control over their lives to make change. So that's also something you can find in the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine playlist. Okay, so how is the karmic feeling towards your person? How is the karmic feeling towards your person? And I'm sorry if there's lots of like kind of background noise. The land landscapers are mowing right now and my air conditioner is on because I live in the desert and it's already kind of hot outside. All right, so how does the karmic feel about your person? How does the karmic feel about your person? Okay, so we have the star in the reverse. We have the 9 of coins. Guys, I'm so obsessed with how pretty these cards are. They're so pretty. And then we have the 6 of coins. There's a lot of pentacles here. So this relationship is based on material comforts, okay? They get something out of this in the 3D. So how their karmic feels about your person? Well, the star here in reverse is like a false sense of destiny. They feel like they're supposed to be with your person, but it's not real because they're karmic. They're a karmic energy. And so I feel like they kind of are in this, they're either trying to force this connection by constantly telling your person how much they love them, or they are destined to be together, they're supposed to be together, something like that, or they truly believe they're supposed to be together even if the relationship is a nightmare. Okay, there's some sort of like delusion here that's going on with this star in the reverse. With the 9 of coins, it's interesting because the 9 of coins is about somebody who is single. So there is detachment here. It's like 2 people that are single living in the same house, okay? They're living like roommates. It's all about the pentacles and the security here, okay? And like the comfort of, well, I've been in this relationship for a long time. I know what to expect. But it's like there's 2 single people living in this house. Then we have the 6 of coins here, and it's really all about the pentacles. The money, it's evenly balanced here. I give you money, you give me money. I do chores, you run errands. It's like a business. The relationship is like a business. There's no emotion here, but that's how the karmic sees your person. All right, so why is the star in the reverse? There's the King of Swords. So what I was saying is that the person, the karmic, is under the delusion that this relationship is fine or that they are supposed to be together. But the King of Swords is the truth. The King of Swords knows the truth. So the karmic is on the surface thinking, yeah, we belong together. This is destined. We're supposed to be together, saying things like that. But deep down, they know the truth. And I think the truth is about to come out because the King of Swords speaks the truth, okay? And then we have the win-win outcome. And this tower moment where your person realizes they don't want to be with this karmic anymore. They're seeing the karmic for who they really are. And the truth is going to be told here. It's like this little bubble that the karmic is living in is about to burst with the truth. Why is the 9 of coins here? Yeah, there's the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's all about pentacles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that are pentacles. Out of what, 9, 8 cards? So Again, the false sense of security. They're comfortable. The karmic is comfortable. The karmic is just living his or her life and feels like everything is fine, even though they're two single people living in the same house. That's what the energy is between them. It's like they're living as roommates. They have no attachment other than the fact that they signed a marriage license or, live in the same house. All right, and why is the 6 of coins here? Oh, again. Look, the star is in the reverse again, okay? That's why I use multiple decks. They think that this relationship, it's all about the delusion. And look, we have Queen of Wands on the bottom. I'm sorry, that's a King of Wands on the bottom. It's all about this delusion. The karmic is living in a delusion. Okay, the karmic thinks that the way their relationship is totally normal and it's completely fine. It's almost like it's run like a business. Now, I think they get along fine on the day-to-day. I think that one of them takes care of chores, one of them runs errands, one of them takes care of kids, one of them cooks dinner. It's like a well-oiled machine of equal give and take on the day-to-day, but it's all a delusion because it's not real. There's no emotion. The only cups here are the 3 of Cups, and it's the celebration over the splitting of the assets, or realizing that they can't be happy solely on materialistic abundance. All right. All right, so let's see what's next for them, okay? Now remember, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone, but we'll see what is next for your person and their karmic. What is next for your person and their karmic? All right, so we have the Hanged Man. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. Look at his face. He looks like he has something devilish, something sneaky. And then we have, the 8 of Wands. Interesting. So what is next? Well, they're kind of in this stuck phase right here. They're stuck. We also have, I'll show you, Ace of Cups in the reverse on the bottom. So there might be a waking up of where they've been stuck. There could be some spiritual connection, some spiritual enlightenment that comes through. So for me, the Page of Swords in reverse can sometimes be a disconnect, a breakdown of communication or something, because the Page of Swords in the upright is kind of a spying card, gathering information. But when it's in the reverse, that's like a pullback. And they're already pulling back here with this Knight of Pentacles and this waiting, and now we're going to be taking action. And then we have the 8 of Wands. That's fast forward movement. It's underneath. The conclusions are within reach. The breakdown of the assets. This delusion here of the equal give and take. This can also be a split of the assets as well, where they each get an equal split. But there is fast forward movement, and it feels like a way. This guy's on a rocket. He's like, I am out of here. Whew. I'm going back to this guy's expression on his face. Remember how I was talking about the Page of Swords can be about gathering information, kind of spying? One of them might be trying to get a little bit of dirt on the other, trying to make them come out in a bad light. Could be the karmic, if the karmic is very angry about the end of this. At the end of the day, the karmic is going to be okay because everybody's going to get what they want. This, is also reflecting that win-win with the equal split. But for some of you, the karmic, for some of you where your person is involved with a more toxic karmic, they might try to speak badly of your person. They may try to use something against them. But your person is like, I don't care. Conclusions are within reach. I'm on my rocket. I'm shooting out of here. All right, why is the Hangman here? It's a huge stack. All right, why is the Hanged Man here? All right, I have interesting. We have the Ace of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So now we have the 9 in the reverse. What I was going to say with this Ace of Cups here is there could just be a realization that there's no love here. There is no cup overflowing with love. It's all been fake. And probably not the entire time. I'm sure when they first met and their relationship was starting out, I'm sure they were really in love. But if it's a karmic relationship, the true love is not going to sustain. Okay, so what this feels like is that they're going to, your person most likely will be the one to initiate the ending of this karmic situation. That's usually how it works because that is how your person starts to learn their lessons and knows their self-worth. So they might come forward to the karmic with some sort of, I'm very sorry, but I'm not in love with you anymore, and I would like to end this relationship. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, now it feels like they're actually split. This is them being single. This is them like in a single person's mindset, no detachment, but living in the same house. This could be them actually removing themselves from the relationship. They're going to do it in a kind way. Okay, your person, like I was saying up here with this Fool, they don't want it to be during the middle of a fight. They don't want to scream, I'm so, like, they don't want to scream out of anger, I want a divorce. They don't want to do it in a risky way. They want to do it in a kind and loving way. And that might be why they're in this kind of Hanged Man energy, trying to develop this spiritual energy to do this hard thing in a kind way. Okay, so why is the Page of Swords in the reverse? All right, so we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So as I was saying, the karmic is pretty happy with the situation. The karmic is getting everything he or she wants. So they may try to convince your person to stay. That's also where they might try to use, what I was saying, they might try to use something against them to try and convince them to stay. I don't think the karmic, even if your person comes at them in the most nice and loving way possible, I think for vast majority, the karmic is still going to be upset and they're going to try and convince the person to stay. And they might start out by being, oh, I love you, we belong together, we're destined. But then when your person is kind of putting their foot down, I'm taking action, I don't want to wait anymore, then the karmic may be like, well, if you do this, I'm going to tell people this, or I'm going to react this way, or I'm going to take everything from you. That's kind of that sneaky energy I was getting here. So the karmic is, your person's going to try to be loving and patient, and the karmic may retaliate and convince the person to stay from a blackmail type of energy. All right, why is the Eight of Wands here? All right, so we have the World in the reverse. Yeah, your person wants to close this out. Conclusions are within reach. They're in an open cycle and they're tired of it. They want to close it out. And the only way to close it out is to get on that rocket and to shoot out of there. I feel like this, I'm done. I'm just done, is what I keep hearing or feeling. And they don't care if the karmic talks shit about them. They don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think the karmic is going to walk away with everyone, but your person is, you know, like, I really just don't even care anymore, which I think came up in, not the Zodiac readings this week, but last week. I think the week before. Or no, it was maybe a little longer than that, but I don't know. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to get you some advice. This is advice for you, those of you that are watching where your person is in a karmic situation. All right, so can we get some advice here for those that are watching this, whose person is in a karmic situation? Just some advice. There we go. Okay. All right, we have speak your world into being. We have practice gratitude. And we have take inspired action. All right, person you're watching whose person is in a karmic, you need to be manifesting your own life. You need to be thankful that you met your person, even if it was incredibly difficult to be in this situation. You need to be thankful for the things that you have and the things that you're manifesting. But this feels like you need to create what you want in your life independent of your person. You need to start speaking that and manifesting it. What job do you want? Where do you want to live? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want to go on vacation? What kind of financial goals do you have? It's time to take inspired action towards those things, not just speak them. You want to speak them so that you're putting them out into the universe, so you're manifesting, but you want to start taking inspired action to fulfilling your own dreams, your own goals, your own wishes. Okay, and then we're going to practice gratitude. We're going to be thankful that we met our person, even though it's an incredibly painful situation. We want to be thankful for the things that we have, for our spirituality, for the lessons that we've learned, and our growth that we are continuing to develop. All right? I think that's a really lovely way. See, if you notice, this is all about you. Focusing on you and yourself and not worrying about what's going on with your person and their karmic, because it's their job to take care of the situation, not yours. Your job is to take care of yourself. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave the reading there for you guys. I hope you found it helpful. If it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.